What's up, guys? I'm honestly too lazy to get my real camera off the tripod to film this, so I'm just gonna film this on my phone. So, yeah, I'm about to move in a couple days, so I figured this was my last chance to do a room tour. I haven't done one of these since I moved to Japan, so, yeah, let's jump in. So, here is the door that you walk into. Got the little Genkong here. As you see, it's very small, cannot fit a lot of pairs of shoes in there. But, yeah, you walk in here, and then there's a little tiny hallway, and then there's this other door right here that leads to like the main room. So yeah, you can see I'm about to move. So the moving company just came and dropped off these very cute boxes. Only in Japan do the moving boxes have a cute character on them like this. But yeah, here's the bathroom. It's a unit bath, which means the toilet and the bath, the actual shower component, are like all one space, which is kind of normal in America, but in Japan it's like considered very undesirable. And you kind of get it when you live here because they're like so close together that when you take a shower, the bathroom gets all wet and shit. And yeah, there's so little space over here. I basically end up using my quote unquote kitchen for my actual sink bathroom. Like you can see, I just have my shampoo and not shampoo. What do you even call it? Hamigakiko. Fuck, I am forgetting English really badly. Toothpaste, toothbrush, hair products and skin products and stuff like that over here. I don't think I ever cooked even one time in this apartment. I've been living here a year and a half, by the way. This is my first apartment in Tokyo. And yeah, the fridge is like comically small. Well, first the freezer, like you can fit like one thing in this freezer, and then I don't know, two things in the fridge if you wanted to. It's comic. It's like literally smaller than the sink that you would get at like a hotel. But yeah, then you go into the main room here. And so I bought these little bookshelves that are really thin, which work well because there's not a lot of room in here. But yeah, this is just kind of random stuff. This is like, hobby area here. I got this like boxed version of Pokemon Crystal in Japanese for 1,000 yen at Book Off, which is crazy. It's like in good shape. And supplements I don't take but don't throw away. And yeah, I got this couch at IKEA. It's pretty shitty, to be honest. It's not so very comfortable, and these backrests immediately just died. So looking forward to getting a new couch. This table came with the apartment, like the previous person who lived here left it. Same with this like mirror thing here. I got my YouTube set up. I have these very shitty soft boxes that don't work very well, and some extra lighting and stuff. I have a nice desk though. I bought this sit stand desk that's very nice. This is the one Dogen recommended, and yeah, very happy with that. Have my steel case Leap, which is a good chair. I got it used here for pretty cheap. Got my hentai keyboard here, and very big nice monitor. I can't live without the ultra wide monitor. That I don't even like. I'm using the wide angle lens on my camera right now, or on my phone camera, so I don't even know if it's like, if you can really appreciate how big this thing is. And then I got another monitor over there on the side. This is my Soroban that I want to start using more. And yeah, of course, rebuilt the bookshelf. I took pretty much no books with me when I moved to Japan. And so these are all books that I acquired. Well, a lot from Book Off, some I bought new. But also, when I studied abroad at a university a couple years ago, there was this one time where they were just throwing out a bunch of books from the library. And my old, compulsive collector habits from when I was in America and it was hard to find Japanese books kicked in. And I was like, you're going to throw these away? Okay, let me take as many as I can fit on my bookshelf. And so there's a lot of kind of random books that honestly I don't even really need or probably will never read, but I took them because they were free and probably should get rid of them. Yeah, and then it got to the point where I even had too many books to fit on my bookshelf. But now there's a little extra room in the bookshelf because I started using a bunch of books for the, to pump the monitor higher over there. But yeah, I mean, there's not that much to show because this is just a small apartment. I mean, yeah, there's a little tiny closet over there. I can keep like some clothes and stuff. And then there's these bars to hang clothes from. I think that's so that you can hang clothes so that they can dry. Because, in Japan, people don't really use drying machines. But I kind of just use them permanently for storing my shirts. Like when I finish washing my shirts, I just hang them up here. And then when I want to find a shirt to wear, I just take it down from here. And so there's permanently clothes hanging from here, which basically makes the room feel a lot smaller because you kind of have to like duck when you're walking through the main part of the room. And then, yeah, you can see there's a loft here. So I sleep up on the loft. There's this ladder. And then I just have like a little shitty futon basically. And then I also keep some stuff over there, like just basically more storage and stuff. When everyone comes to my apartment, they are very surprised by the location of the microwave over there. And I do actually use it sometimes, not very much, but because it's inconvenient, but there's just nowhere else to put it. But yeah, I mean, the loft is kind of cozy. It's not too bad. The problem with the loft is that because hot air rises, I guess, if it's the perfect temperature and on like the bottom of the room, it's way too hot in the loft. And if it's the perfect temperature in the loft, then it's freezing when you go down. And that's just pretty much constantly annoying, especially in the summer when it just like it was really hard to make it like a comfortable temperature on the top of the loft. It's just like so hot no matter what you do. But you know, that's the Japanese summer for you. And yeah, I have this little space over here with my washing machine. I don't want to like advertise where this location too much in case someone weird guy on the internet goes and tries to find it. Although it doesn't really matter, I guess, since I'm about to move. But yeah. The new place that I'm moving into is going to be a lot nicer, so I'm pretty psyched about that. But, living in the one room, tiny, small, shitty Japanese apartment is like an experience that, I'd always seen in like anime when like the main character's a college student. He like lives in his little shitty apartment. So I'm glad I got to have that experience. And honestly, it is cozy. Like when it's just for one person, honestly, this is like more than enough. It's just like when you have friends come over or you have a girlfriend come over, that's when it gets pretty small. But yeah, I lived here a year and a half. Before moving into here, I lived in Osaka for a year and a half. I basically had like a similar sized, small, shitty apartment. And so, yeah, I'm glad that I was able to do this. By the way, the rent is like basically it's a rokuman. So that's basically the equivalent of 400 USD. So, I'm in a pretty good location. I don't want to say exactly where, but I'm somewhere where, I can get to places like Shibuya and Shinjuku pretty easily. And I'm paying almost nothing for rent, and hey, I got my own spot. And there's 2 konbinis within like a 1-minute walk, so it's pretty good. And I guess to finish, I just remembered something else I should show you guys, which is my retro game collection. So yeah, in Japan, you can do retro game collecting very cheaply. So, well, here, I have like a Switch. Oh, I don't play it that much. And then, yeah, you can. These are my Super Nintendo games. Well, Super Famicom games. Some, nostalgic Pokemon stuff. And then, yeah, over here, I have Super Famicom and a Famicom that I haven't used recently, and that's why it's all dusty and shit. But yeah, I have this pretty good upscaler. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but yeah, basically, this thing over here, which was ridiculously expensive, takes the signal from the Famicom or the Super Famicom, and it turns it into a 1080p signal. And then you can, plug an HDMI cord into this. And I bought like the longest HDMI cord possible so that I could go, it's literally going like around there, behind here, and then behind my desk up to my computer. So I can take the computer monitor and make it basically, the screen for either of these two. And because this thing's pretty good, there's only like a couple frames of lag. It's like still very snappy, and then it looks like almost as crisp as a ROM on the computer, or on the computer monitor, but you're playing with like original hardware, technically, original controller. Like when I like to play Tetris, and so I'll play with this is like an actual NES controller. So yeah, that's fun. And yeah, I kind of forgot to say that the point of this setup is that I can use, this is obviously my computer setup, like when I'm doing work and stuff like that. But also, you can just kind of put the chair to the side, sit on this couch over here, and then basically it functions as a TV as well. So that was really nice because I basically get to experience having a TV and a computer monitor at once. I've like never owned an actual TV, although I'm planning on getting one in my new place. So yeah, this is my little shitty apartment in Japan. And hopefully you get to experience it for yourself one day. Bye, guys.